You want to guess their jingle as they sing it and sing it with them?
Are you going to act like I've never seen this show before?
Ooh, spooky episode. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Lunchtime with Smosh.
That was scary as hell, man.
I know, dude. I might have pee-poo-pooed a little bit. But don't look.
No, you did. I can see it.
I kept it all within me underpants. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Lunchtime with Smosh. Today, we're joined by the spookiest member of the cast, Damien.
I feel like I vie for that position with Amanda all the time, but thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for dyeing your
Amanda
hair black
Lee
for this
Hancanto?
episode, too.
I appreciate it. Yeah, Amanda's spooky. Amanda, has all these, ghost stories where it's like, yeah, I used to have a bunkmate that was a ghost, and I could see ghouls. But anyway, I mean, I'll take it. Thank you. Yeah, I dyed my hair black just for this episode.
So you could be the spooky member.
If my hair was any lighter, everyone would be like, come on, that didn't
Come on,
happen.
dude. You knew
That's
the
not
theme of the
real."
episode, bro. You knew the theme.
Is this your new hair debut?
I guess, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, I was kind of sick of doing all the products to try to keep my hair kind of silver and white, and it never got back to the white it was at the start of dyeing it. So I was just like, screw it, I'll go dark again. And this is a little darker than I initially thought, but I'll take it. And
Well,
now
you
I
know,
look like I'm emotional kid.
Great.
This episode is a little darker than we thought.
It is
too.
darker because today
Really?
we are
Yeah.
talking about our childhood fears or things we believed as children, those kind of scary things. Also, later on in the episode, we're going to have a surprise special guest.
So
And
don't fast forward.
Don't
Sit
fast forward.
through every
Don't fast forward.
second before.
You can't fast forward.
You have
That's
to
cheating.
earn it. You have to earn it.
Yeah, you sit here, listen to the whole thing, and you better not be listening to this on 2x speed.
No, if we have to sit here in real time, so do you.
I'm going to talk so fast that you can't listen to it on 2 times speed. If you try to listen on 2 times speed, you're not going to know what I'm saying.
Boom.
I do listen to audiobooks like that.
I listened to this one audiobook, and unfortunately, it was voiced by the guy who wrote the book. And
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And look, not everyone's a good voice actor, and this man is very old. A lot of mouth sounds.
Oh.
Like you hear,
No.
like,
No.
and it's just like, bro,
Just
come
on your
That-
noise canceling headphones.
I
just
was-
nothing but
kills
mouth
me.
sound.
I was listening to it in my car, which has a pretty good sound system.
Mm.
So I have it kind of high because I'm on a highway, and so just the was loud.
You're like, wow, I've never heard mouth sounds with bass.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a
could
giant standing behind you in line at the DMV eating Teddy Grahams, just and you're like, yeah, this is what this is like.
It's exactly what it was like.
Thank
it was
you.
horrible.
Aaron, you like the DMV?
I love
Yeah,
the DMV.
actually-
Canonically, yeah.
That's one thing that we haven't told anyone, that Erin is the DMV's biggest fan.
I'm their biggest fan?
Yeah.
Or they're my...
Actually, I think
It's a
they're
little bit of
I
both.
think they're your biggest.
They
fan
love to see
because
me coming, yeah. I'm always
Yeah.
there.
You're always getting your license suspended.
Yep.
They always
Always
called
trying
it
to get out a
two-way
ticket.
street,
They're
and
just
they're
trying
like,
to
huh.
see you more often.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
come on, visit us.
I did actually, when I first moved to LA, guess how many parking tickets I got?
Four.
No, don't tell me it was
Four.
more than 5.
7.
7,
It was 16.
6.
What? In what span of time?
Yeah, I gotta be
Aaron,
honest, not a
I realize-
world where-
The first year.
What?
Wait,
The
you're
signs
not
are
allowed
so...
to drive anymore.
No, the signs are so confusing here.
Aaron,
That
It's
is
you can
No,
park
I
here
will give
between
you
12
that.
and
That
2,
is
but
true.
not on Tuesdays. On Tuesdays, it can be 3:30
With
to 4. It's so confusing.
That is true.
it does take a minute to figure out. I don't know if it takes really 14 tickets to figure out.
Well,
16 is a bit.
I just kept
much.
hoping. I was like, well, maybe they just won't see my car.
I
maybe
think
they'll
that
just
was
let
the
me get away
problem.
with it.
When do you think we're gonna get our first furry in the
I
Senate?
think
How do you know they're not already
I thi-
there?
Oh, there's plenty
Millard
there, bro.
Fillmore. Millard Fillmore was the
Using
first
the full
furry
name.
president. Thank you.
How do you know?
Oh, there's all sorts of literature.
There's lots of
Literature.
Yeah.
Literature.
Leaked literature.
You go on to AO3.com and there's all sorts of stories about Millard Fillmore being a furry.
Oh, so fiction stories, not historical.
These are called
textbooks.
fan truths.
Got it.
Oh.
Got it.
Fan
Familiar.
nonfiction.
Correct. Fan nonfiction.
All right. So we have food here today.
We do. Okay, so this food is catered towards Damien specifically. We've got
Okay.
foods that
Yeah.
make sense just
Is it
for
just
Damien.
a pile of mayonnaise?
Is it a pile of anime?
This first one might not make a lot of sense.
Nice.
It's a little bit of a stretch. We have German stuff.
Oh,
actually-
stuff.
Pfeffernusse. These were I grew up eating these cookies, and Stollen is it looks so good, it's not. And then assorted wafers, yeah, I mean,
I will say they look very good. Second thing I think you will be more excited
this is
about.
not a drink. I thought it would be.
We have Damien's special Vanilla milk.
Vanilla milk.
That was like a commercial.
I
Vanilla milk.
have been informed that this is like your specialty.
I mean, sure.
Called out.
Wait,
Called out.
is it alcoholic or is it just
No.
vanilla milk?
No, that's called grown-up milk. So vanilla milk.
Oh, there's syrup too.
So let me take a step back here. Vanilla milk was something that, think about it. Chocolate milk, strawberry milk, vanilla milk.
What flavor is milk then?
That's cow sap or udder juice or the silent M.
Awesome.
So you take some of the farmer's gift, aka milk, and you mix it with some vanilla. I personally like vanilla extract, and usually I would use some kind of sugar, not like a syrup, but go
Syrup
off.
could probably work,
monarch.
right?
Hey, now you're thinking with vanilla milk. But no, when I was broke as a joke, like after college dropoutery, and
Well,
was
vanilla
living with
extract
Shane-
is a bit of a premium.
It is. You got to go straight to the beaver for that.
Mm.
It's pure, nothing but pure vanilla.
Yep.
Everything
Sorry.
else has been
Beavers are
extracted.
where false vanilla flavoring comes from. It's
Yeah, it's like a
dead
Is it
beaver.
really?
It's like a beaver's
And
anus,
it's
right?
their
What?
glands, yeah.
Why would you?
Whoa.
Yeah,
Can't wait
This
to
is
have
all
it.
new for a vegan to learn.
yeah. The fake vanilla.
Give me it
is-
straight from the source.
Is it marketed that way? Like, what does it say it?
No, they're not like straight from Paul Bunyan's little buddy firing out the back of him. No, so when I was living with Shane, I remember like he had someone over and it was like 1 a.m. and they're like, God, I'm starving. I'm like, oh, if you're hungry, I can make you some vanilla milk. Just like straight up.
I love that you were
Aw.
absolutely that one roommate.
Yeah.
Like, well, you could have some vanilla milk.
Wait, so have you had this? Have you had this before?
Yeah, milk and vanilla. You wouldn't believe it. Tastes pretty good.
I'm dying to try
It
this.
sounds good. And
Dig
Erin,
in.
But dig in.
Wait, oh, that's right. So Pfeffin, well, Erin, you could have them too, right?
I sure can.
Yeah, have
This,
them.
this is like a gingerbread with sort of like a harder, sugary
Let's just pretend
outside.
that Erin's eating for Ian
Pfeffernuss
and I.
means like pepper nuts.
Oh, it's so Christmassy.
Ooh, Damien just put
You
the
would-
whole thing in
You would
his
usually
mouth?
have this around the like winter holidays.
I feel like I've had that for Christmas.
It tastes like a gingerbread cookie.
There's like Lebkuchen and Pfeffernusse that would usually be served together. It's just like these pepper little cookies.
What is it? This peppermint?
Like gingerbread.
Oh,
Like a dry gingerbread.
Mhm.
God.
Is it good?
It is good. I would have that again.
Is this your first time having it?
It was my first time.
Nice.
I'm saving it for later.
It's kind
Aw.
of triggering me that you have it balancing on your knee.
Why
I'm
is
just
that
jealous that you
triggering?
can't do
Were
that.
you abused by a
I mean,
cookie
I'm
on
just-
a knee?
Oh gosh.
What's triggering?
What is that little? What are you, little
This
guy?
looks great. What are these called?
Is that
This
raisin?
is Stollen. It's like raisin, croissant
Oh.
bread kind of stuff. Aaron, you
I've
can-
actually had vegan stolen before.
Oh, really?
From in Germany.
You've had vegan Stollen. You
Oh.
didn't buy it or nothing.
Yeah.
Where does the name originate? What does it mean?
That one I don't know.
Okay.
Stollen.
Damien, cook us up some
yeah.
vanilla milk.
All right, speaking of hand in hand, we're
I
putting
smell
this
that.
milk in
I
your
smell
hand.
that vanilla. Okay,
you
so
go.
you definitely got the milk.
Oh, I got the milk.
All right,
You'll know that on account of it came from an udder.
all right, brothers and
Hey,
sisters.
hey,
Cheers.
Hey, milk
Hey.
it up.
Way.
Hey, milk it down.
Hey, here's the milk.
To a night of lecherous deeds.
Damien's special vanilla milk, handmade in house.
First sip. Mmm.
Tastes like milk.
Ooh,
With?
Mmm.
vanilla.
Vanilla.
There you go. Now you're getting it.
No, like this actually does taste like a melted milkshake.
Now imagine it was
mhm.
nighttime and you warmed this up in a mug in a microwave.
Okay, but you gotta have like a little light,
22.
and you gotta have a little light dusting of something on top, like
Dude,
a little
this is
dusting of
This is good.
cinnamon or something.
Dip one of these in there.
Oh
my gosh.
little salmon.
Yeah, dip one of
A little
those.
wafer
Dust of
moment?
cinnamon
Oh,
in on
yeah.
top.
Wafer looks like a
Like a
cannoli.
wafer moment. Like a,
Okay, not gonna lie, this is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
really
Are you guys just gonna sit here and drink milk?
Dude,
the
I think
whole
you're. I think
episode?
you cooked with this one.
Thank you. And how else do
Yummy.
you expect us to get strong bones and teeth, Ariana?
Right. Right.
I mean, the
Yum.
extra creamy oat milk is already good on its own.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I'm trying to like take away from your victory, but oh, this is dang, dude.
Dude, this is really good.
Do you guys want to get into your fears?
I just want to drink this milk.
This is one of my fears.
Mm.
Just with 3 grown men drinking milk.
Look, there's a reason an udder has 4 spouts. Come on down.
There's 4 of us.
Join on in with the milk.
I am okay.
Okay, childhood fears.
Yep.
The ocean,
Mm.
crabs.
Crabs.
What kind?
From the ocean.
Right.
Yeah. I didn't know what
Right. That's
the other
fair.
ones
That's
were
fair.
when I was.
I think
child.
land
Fair.
crabs are just scorpions or spiders, so yeah. crabs from the ocean.
Yeah, crabs in the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because when I was a kid, I was at the. I feel like I might have told this story before, but I was prancing along the beach, and the water washed up
Mm.
on my legs, and when it washed back down, there was suddenly a crab in front of me,
Whoa.
and it was scary.
Did it pinch you?
No.
Dude, remember when we were in Hawaii and you put your
was
finger
scared.
out and there was a fish that bit your finger?
Yeah, it took a chunk out
Fish
of my
can
finger.
bite?
There was this
Yeah.
specific fish had like a beak
Yeah.
and it bit his finger off.
It bit.
Well, not all.
Yeah,
A
it bit my
beak?
finger clean off. No.
Yeah.
It did take a chunk out of my thumb, though.
Yeah.
And then I freaked
Whoa.
out because I was like kind of like far out in the water, and I freaked out that like a shark could like smell
Yeah.
my blood.
Mm.
So I swam so freaking fast back to shore. Like my goggles were like tearing off my face.
That's crazy.
'Cause
I remember we were both like individually out there snorkeling, and then I just see Ian booking it back.
I was like,
and I swam back thinking that he like, I don't know, like something got him.
Yeah.
I was
That's
severely
crazy.
injured.
Well, also there's like danger there, and Ian just left, so he's just like,
Yeah.
"Hey, dude, you make it out of there? Yeah, I tried to warn you, but I forgot."
Well,
And
it
he
yeah,
wasn't
there was a shark, bro.
It wasn't his blood, and the sharks follow your scent like a Wile E. Coyote in a pie.
Yeah. Well, that's what you got to do. Is you have to sort of paint a tunnel onto a wall
Exactly.
with sharks, and so they end up like swimming at you, and then they go right into the tunnel, and then you go, huh, and you try to go in, but then a train from underwater hits you,
Pretty-
and you
pretty
hold up
simple
a sign,
plan.
you're like,
Yeah.
yikes.
Looney
Yeah.
Tunes logic.
Yeah.
Whoa.
My fear
There's fish with human teeth, by the way. I need you to look
That's
that up.
terrifying.
Yeah.
My fear was simply falling asleep because I would have night terrors,
Yo.
panic attacks, derealization, depersonalization.
All wrapped in one.
What's derealization?
It's nuts.
That's where nothing feels real and you feel like you're
Oh.
outside of your body and you feel like you're a
That's
consciousness
awful.
inside your head observing reality, but you're not part of it.
Mhm.
Hate that.
And then also sleep paralysis. So yeah, I would have all that stuff. So I was just afraid of falling asleep.
Whoa.
What would you do to not fall asleep?
Well, I would stare awake at the ceiling, and it would start to, it would like kind of look like turn into like hallucinations where it would look
Right.
like it would form different shapes and stuff, and then I would eventually fall asleep, but then I would sleepwalk and have a panic attack anyway. So it was great. It was a good time.
Do you think maybe you just
Oh.
had mold in your house?
Yeah. Those
Did it get
things
better
in
when
mold.
you moved? Did it get better when you moved out of that house?
No, it got better into my teenage years, but no, it was really bad. But in my sleep, all of my stress would come out, and I grinded my teeth down to little. My baby
yeah.
teeth were grinded down to little teeny tiny little transparent
no.
nubs.
My dentist calls them baby nubs.
Really?
No, but that's
Oh.
still like I
My dentist called it that too.
baby nubs. No, but I was sorry I did that to you twice in one episode. But like
Yeah.
I feel very similar. I would have like nightmare after nightmare after nightmare, all about stuff that like no child would like have reference of to
Yeah.
like make in your brain. I do feel you on that. Not the night like sleepwalking stuff, but I would stare at the ceiling and just
Like, be
it would-
afraid
it
to
would kind
fall
of be
asleep?
like wow wow and kind of
Yeah.
yeah.
Whoa,
Your
that was
eyes-
a good imitation of that
Wow,
sound.
thank you.
Wow.
But in Ian's defense, I did used to eat just a bunch of mold hand over fist.
Yeah.
Right.
We called it mold
Right.
night at the Haas household, and they'd be like, "Eat up, kids."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a fun old German tradition.
Yeah. So did you have any fears?
I had a lot of fears, but like nightmare related, I used to always have this reoccurring nightmare that my American Girl dolls would come to life and tickle me,
Ooh.
and that was really
Oh,
scary.
that's because they actually did.
Yeah, they did do that a few
And
times.
you didn't want to be
Go-
tickled because you didn't want to
Right, I
laugh
didn't
and
want to
experience
feel.
joy.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
And then also there was this CSI episode. Did you ever see the one where it's like all the like mini figurines? It was like
Oh,
this like
that doesn't do
killer,
well with the doll
like
one.
makes they're like tiny, and I like used to like have a dream that I was like stuck in those like tiny figurines.
Wait, why was this a CSI episode?
I don't know, but like that was the only CSI episode that scared me. Like
Did
not the like
figurines
murders
come
and
to life?
no.
I think there was an episode of like Are You Afraid of the Dark or something where there was like a dollhouse and the things that happened in dollhouse would happen to the people in real life or something.
Yes.
There was some horror with that, and that always
Yeah.
freaked me out.
I think the killer just like was obsessed with recreating the crime scene with miniatures.
Oh, yeah.
So there was nothing spooky about it.
That gives you away every
It's a good
time.
thing the
Yeah.
dollhouse thing doesn't work for me because I would always make my dolls.
Oh,
I used to do that
yeah.
with my Sims.
Ian, gulp. Don't look behind you. It's too
They're
close.
right behind me, aren't they?
I had another one, if
Yeah.
y'all don't mind.
Yes.
I
yeah, you
remember,
got a whole cornucopia of childhood fears.
a whole a cavalcade of fears.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so you talking about like miniatures, it made me realize like I used to love spooky stuff as a kid, but I didn't know the difference when I'd say like I want to watch a horror movie, and then it would be like this murderer killer person, and I don't care. I'm like no, a horror movie, and then I'm like, oh cool, there's a goblin and a ghost, like that's what I wanted. But objects were really freaky to me. Like I remember being a little kid, and my parents had these like really tall lamps in the corner, like either corner of their room, and like I wasn't really supposed to go in there, so it was like really dark, and I'd see like the lamps. They just like had this like imposing figure to them, and my brain did the like simulacrum thing where
Yes.
I'm like, that actually looks like an eye. Okay, now it looks like I'm being watched by these really imposing things,
Right.
and I would get really afraid of certain objects.
I
Like
did that all the time. I still do that
Yeah.
in my room. Yeah,
Just
Wow.
like shapes.
because I have like a what is the things that clothes are on
Hanger?
A rat, a hanging
a clothing
A
rack.
clothing
I
rack.
have a
Oh yeah.
with like jackets and
A
like I
wardrobe.
that
always,
rack where you put clothes on? What is that called?
and I always think it's a person standing in my corner, and I'm like, oh, it's just my
Yes.
Yeah.
I also set up skeletons at my table because right now I'm doing like a December ween thing, and sometimes I see them. I'm like, that skeleton almost looked like a person, but thank God it's only.
I thought that was a bit at first, and then I remembered that you are Damien, so that was not a bit. You do, and that makes sense.
But I gave him a little hat.
Yep.
You're like, why does it look like a person? It's just a skeleton with a hat.
Thank goodness it was just you, skeleton. I call them Skelemom and Skeledad, and we don't have to get into why, but I like it.
Does it have to do with what he would make him the dolls do?
No, God no.
Okay.
Wait, do you like set them up so they're like doing different things?
No, they're just sitting at the table. It's a
Wait,
nice
hold
family
on. You
dinner.
have skeletons that are sitting.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't a bit. It's Damien. He
Yeah.
meant that.
Okay.
I've got pictures.
So wait, sorry.
They're out
Okay.
all year round.
Okay,
For
so-
December ween, I gave them little hats.
Okay, so in the dead of summer,
Yeah.
it's hot outside. There's a lot of sun. Everyone's out, doing summer activities.
But not me.
You have a dining room.
I'd say table in a
Okay,
room.
So a table in a room, and at that table always. How many seats to this table?
I mean, 4, but really you can pull up as many as you want, Ian.
Okay, so four seats at this table, and
Yeah.
2 of those seats are taken up full time by 2 skeletons.
By mom and dad.
By mom and
Skelemom and Skeledad, I would
Skele-
thank you
sorry.
to get their names right.
Skelemom, Skeledad.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I appreciate you. Erin and I appreciate it.
Are they wearing clothes?
No, they're skeletons. What do they got to keep warm?
Uh,
Except for the little hats, and that's why it's festive.
Are their hands on the table, or are
Yes.
they holding onto forks and knives?
No, that'd be insane. Are you kidding me? You can't articulate that. They don't have any people meat.
Okay, if there's more than 2 people that need to eat at this table, do you
There's
move
not.
them?
There's
Oh,
There's no, that's not
Let's
gonna
be
happen.
real.
Yeah, Anthony, that's not gonna happen.
You're like,
I
2 is
just-
pretty rare.
I
Even.
just described a bunch of skeletons at my table. I don't think people are gonna be really coming over, and that's okay.
Dude, this vanilla milk hidden, bro.
Yeah.
I know you keep actually drinking it.
I drink all of
They
mine.
downed theirs. They
Whoa.
finished theirs immediately.
And I had to swish
When
around
did that happen?
because there were sugar crystals in there, and I want to scoop them up.
Wow.
And there's still some sugar crystal trails.
That's money on the ground right there.
Wow. So I do have a list of your guys' fears, and Damien has a few more that he hasn't touched on. One having to do with trash, with
You have a
trash
fear of
bags.
trash?
Oh
leaving
no,
trash
no,
out?
no.
Like littering?
No, well, yeah, the environs, poor thing. No, it was kind of similar, like going up to my parents' room in the dark. It was I would have to like take the trash out to the curb, and it would be like really dark at night, and I'd just hear the like rumbling of this kind of hollow, like only half full plastic trash can, and it was just me, and there was like no one else. But the thought would enter of just like, what if there is someone else? And then I'd have to do the like SpongeBob run from the dumpster back to the Krusty Krab of like. Screaming and
Right.
You get it.
Yeah.
You were born in 2009.
73. Yeah.
Cool.
2009. You guys haven't seen that scene in SpongeBob? Have you seen SpongeBob?
They're both way older than
Yeah,
the
but
both
I
of
think
us.
I only watched the first 2 seasons.
That's crazy.
It's in the first 2 seasons.
Really?
The half-slinging slasher.
Which, what? I don't remember.
You got to watch more SpongeBob.
Dude, you
Yeah.
got to watch the movie, dog.
I assumed it was like Pokemon, where the moment that those movies came out, everything was downhill.
Well, it was supposed to end with the
Oh, the
movie.
first Pokemon movie was fire.
Yeah.
It was fire. Oh, but remember the short in the beginning where you cried because you were so embarrassed?
Yeah. It was really
You-
embarrassing.
You
We
pissed
saw-
yourself
we
and it
s-
went all up the back or what?
We saw, yeah, no, we saw the first Pokemon movie in theaters
Yeah.
together. I think we were 12.
Yeah, I think my parents went to see The Sixth Sense.
Yeah, and dropped us off, and we're like,
Yeah.
we're seeing Pokemon.
Yeah.
And there's this short at the beginning where there's a bunch of like Jigglypuff singing and all the different Pokemon are singing. And I looked over, I was like, because we weren't expecting the short at the beginning.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I looked over and Ian was sitting there traumatized
I had, like, the
with
tears-
tears down his eyes.
It's the tears of embarrassment. You ever get those?
No.
I-
Because he was sitting there next to his bro crying.
Really?
It wasn't crying from like it was sad.
That would have
right?
been better.
Yeah,
No.
what were
It
you
was just,
crying
like,
at?
No, you never had like tears of embarrassment where something is just so embarrassing and cringe
No.
that you like tear up.
What are you
Actually,
talking about?
I've had
that
that
movie, I had that more or less.
Really?
Yeah, because my dad took me to see it, and it was the kind of thing where, like, I don't remember that beginning short, but like, it was the kind of thing where, you know, you as a kid don't have perspective, but you want to tell your parents, like, dude, this is gonna be so good.
yeah.
Like, Pokemon fighting is so cool. Like, you will love this. My dad took me, and I'm like, okay, yes, here we go. Now you're gonna get it. And for those of you that don't have perspective on the Pokemon first movie, they were really limited in what like animation and violence they could show.
Yeah.
So when you're thinking of like, fire breathing stuff, and this dude comes in with like a vine whip, but it's weak to the fire, and you know, this is gonna be so cool. They literally just would like kind of like bump into each other like this, like it was kind of tackling, but they were kind of just like, "Bleh, bleh."
Yeah.
And I remember watching that and thinking like, oh no, this isn't right at all. And then there was a really emotional scene that was corny as hell, and
Yeah.
that was the moment I snapped out.
When
of, like,
Ash
child-
fucking dies and
Yeah.
turns into stone.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wait. Oh, I thought it was Pikachu died, turned to stone.
No,
and
no,
Ash
no.
cried on
No,
Pikachu.
other way around.
Way around, dude.
Other way
Oh,
around.
Pikachu cried.
Pikachu cries.
Pikachu cries on
I-
Ash's.
Yeah, sorry, you
Yeah.
can't kill Pikachu in a kid's Pokemon. I don't care how quick you bring him
Okay,
back.
no, you can kill a
You're right.
child, but you can't kill Pikachu.
That's fine.
But
Yeah.
Pikachu cries on Ash's corpse.
I think that's when I got
Yeah.
the tears of embarrassment
So you're telling me
yeah.
Maybe
because it was so lame.
it was very corny.
so there's a moment in every young millennial boy's life
Yeah.
where they're watching this Pokemon movie and just cry from embarrassment.
Embarrassment. Yeah,
I could see.
I was in
actually-
I was a similar vein. Although I don't know if I cried, but another really embarrassing moment from my childhood was when my parents finally let me choose music to play in the car,
Oh God,
And-
no.
and I at
Was it
that
Linkin
moment
Park?
I loved Linkin Park.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, cool. And then you know, it was like,
It was
of
one
course,
step
it-
closer.
yeah, it was one step closer. It was like, shut up, shut up. And my dad was like, my dad said something where he's like, not a very creative song.
Oh yeah. There's
And I was,
there's
like,
this breakdown
so
where
angry.
Chester just says, "Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up." When I'm talking to you, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
And then the breakdown.
And he says,
happens
"I'm
in the
about to
backseat.
break."
yeah,
Yeah.
Ian had a separate breakdown.
and then for Linkin Park and all music, when I was like growing up, I never like paid attention to like the lyrics.
yeah.
And like looking back, I'm like, yeah, those lyrics are very cringe.
Yeah.
But
And you
then
cried.
we made "Shut Up" the tagline of an entire.
true.
Is that was
Whoa.
is that a
Fire.
Chester quote?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
At the beginning of every Smosh video, it's a Chester. Shut up.
yeah.
I have a fear of that in the present day of picking music. I can't. I
Yeah.
hate putting
That's so
on
fair.
music while driving because I'm like, I like weird stuff. I think, and this is gonna.
Yeah.
Everyone else is gonna hate this, and they're gonna be like, "What even is this?"
Do you guys have any like weird childhood fears?
I didn't.
You don't think crabs was a weird childhood fear?
No, because like they. Can
I'm still
pinch
afraid
you.
of getting crabs.
They can pinch you.
Oh,
Like I was scared of Michael Jackson. Like anything like in that vein.
That's not that weird.
in. I'm just making sure Keith's not here. In retrospect, that is a valid fear to have.
I believed some weird shit. For
Mm.
some reason, I believed that thunder was the sound of clouds crashing together.
That's a cool theory, though.
That makes sense though.
Yeah, that's
I
like
feel like
kind of
that's
sick.
an origin myth of like, well, when the clouds crash together and they're fighting.
It sounds like
No,
an
you have-
ancient myth that like
Yeah.
humans would have believed.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like you have to
Yeah.
have explanations for stuff happening, and if you look up at the clouds, bright and flashing, and you hear a rumble, I don't think that's
Like
the
I only
craziest
hear
thing to think.
thunder when the clouds are moving fast. Yeah, I mean, I guess it checks. You know, it might be true.
Yeah.
It tracks.
Do I have fears that I wrote on there?
You put fearless actually.
Oh yeah, no fear. That you know that clothing brand?
Yeah.
It's based off of me.
I'm afraid of obey,
No fear.
but I only obey, no fear.
Wow.
We gotta bring no fear back. I
I'm
feel
okay.
I know
like
what that is.
I bet we could like buy that
It was the
brand
old
for like
brand.
I
$5.
figured.
Every
it was
time
like
you say
every
something like that,
cool
it does
guy.
hurt a little
Dude.
bit.
Every like cool kid, not cool kid, but every like edgy kid had like a shirt and said no fear.
They were the guys that grew up to get nautical stars tattooed on their elbows.
Yeah.
Nautical
And-
stars.
yeah.
Yeah, nautical stars.
Yeah, look it up.
Does your
What is-
generation not have
Kinda
the
looks like what's
ocean
on your
or
face.
astrology?
What's nautical about us? I can't look at it. My phone's too far away.
It's like a
It's-
star,
Kinda
but
like
every
3D.
every side of it, yeah, it's like black and white.
Got it. I know what you're talking
But
about.
like
it has
every
like
half-
edges.
Yeah,
Has
yeah.
edges, yeah.
Same
It's
where they do
beveled.
It's
the
like
nautical
3D.
S, and that's
Yeah.
how every
Yeah.
kid.
But
knows
that's
what
because
it's
it was
called.
like for some reason the nautical star was like a Northern California thing. So it'd be like NorCal, and they'd have the nautical star in the middle.
NorCal, so cool. And they would do the star.
Yeah.
Did you guys have Smensels growing up?
Now we get
like
to do one. What do you mean?
Well, yeah.
What even is
yeah, I
that?
think so. I
Does
think
every
so.
Gen Z lady
wait.
not know it?
Is that a scented
They
pencil?
scented pencil?
It is, and
Yeah.
it was recycled, so they would always be gray, and they would just smell.
Oh.
They'd come in
Oh, I
tubes,
think I've
and they'd smell like grapes.
We
or,
did
like,
this trash in
beer.
essential oils. Here you
You
go,
had, like,
Gen Z.
like jelly pens that would.
Yeah, we'd
Yeah.
have like
Right?
milky
Yeah.
pens.
This is
But I
different.
do remember sharpening pencils that were like recycled, and you could see all the
Yeah.
different colors.
Yeah. Yeah.
As it would like.
that's
Oh, that's cool.
crazy.
We were sniffing that back in the day.
You were huffing on the pencils,
Yeah.
the Smensels.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's it's why everyone's doing poppers nowadays.
That's so true.
Being an adult can be awesome. You know, I could stay up till 3 a.m. watching Love is Blind, but there's some parts about being an adult that is not awesome, like doing taxes and trying to find a healthcare provider. Fortunately, ZocDoc is here to make that so easy. Because ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors, choose the right one for your needs, and click to instantly book an appointment. We're talking about in-network appointments with more than 100,000 healthcare providers across every specialty, from mental health to dental health, eye care to skin care, and much more. Plus, ZocDoc appointments happen fast, typically within just 24 to 72 hours of booking. You could even score same-day appointments. I did this because, you know me, I'm a tummy boy. Got an upset tummy sometimes, and I don't want to wait around for a couple weeks to get to see a specialist. So, you know what? I used ZocDoc, got an appointment super quick, and now my tummy's happier. So stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/lunchtime to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/lunchtime. ZocDoc.com/lunchtime. Now back to our show. Should we bring out our special guest?
Sure.
Come on out, special guest.
Barack Hussein Obama.
No, sorry, it's not Barack Obama. I'm so sorry.
We'll one up that.
It's your internet mom, Ash.
Wow!
Oh my God! Hello.
hello.
Hi.
Hi. I'm
Hello.
so close to you guys.
We brought you on to hear what you're afraid of.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I actually have a really good one from when I
Okay.
was a child.
Yeah?
So my mom saw the movie Twisters, and I thought it wasn't real. Like I
Yeah.
didn't think twisters or anything, tornadoes were real. And I was watching the Weather Channel one day with my mom, and there was like a tornado warning somewhere, and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna get took. So like I was afraid of when like a little breeze, I was done.
You're like, that's
I
real.
was like, that's
Fair.
real. It's gonna get
Actually,
me.
I forgot this fear of mine. I legit had a fear. I would watch for funnel clouds forming.
Okay.
And
Valid.
at one
Valid.
time, I was so scared because there'd be like reports of, twister warnings.
Mm-hmm.
And I did see a funnel cloud form, and I was terrified as a kid.
You guys get
legit.
tornadoes in Sacramento?
There were a little like funnel clouds every once in a while would form. Like they never, they would touch
Crazy.
down only every once in a
They
while.
just pick up one guy like, and it's back to the sky.
Yeah, and we never hear from him again.
Yeah.
That's
That's
crazy.
legit.
Well, because I grew up in Las Vegas, Nevada, so it was like always windy. Cause it's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
exactly.
Someone's got to be first to be taken.
And it was
I
gonna
will
be
be
me.
chosen by the
I was like
window.
8, and I was like, I gotta go, guys.
Yeah.
It's time.
Did it
Yeah,
ever
the
confuse you
rapture's
guys
here.
with like that's when I see like a random pair of shoes like in downtown. I'm like, well, the one good person got took. So that's the
Is
rapture.
that what happened?
Yeah, it's the rapture. They got
yeah,
raptured.
yeah.
No. I remember like growing up with tornado stuff. It would be tornado watch and tornado warning.
Yes.
And watch was always the one where it was like maybe, and tornado warning was like you're straight fucked. And so I was always confused because I'm like,
It was confusing.
yeah, it's like warning, it could happen. Watch, there's one right now, but
Yeah.
no, it's
Yeah,
It was hard to know.
yeah.
Watch was they were trying to get more viewers. They were like turning it into an entertainment. It's like an
Tornado
entertainment-
watch 20.
Yeah, like
01.
come
Yeah.
watch us watch the tornado.
Yeah,
Yeah,
take someone
yeah,
who will be chosen
yeah.
this
It's
year.
like the Hunger Games, but with tornadoes.
Yes.
I love how that's what we would all do though. Whenever there was a storm, like we would watch the news. I mean, I think people just check Twitter.
So
Yeah.
before phones, we would watch.
What's
we would
the
watch
news?
well, you see her, and sometimes we'd wind up our jalopy and go to what's called a talkie, and that's what we're called a.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Erin, they always make fun of you, but like I feel you. 'cause
Oh
I
my
don't-
God, thank you.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm with you, girlfriend. Especially Smensels.
Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah.
I was
Ally.
everything.
You were into
Ally.
Smensels?
I would love.
What was your
Smensels.
favorite Smensel smint?
I remember there was like a cherry, there was
Mhm.
watermelon.
Mhm.
They had like some crazy ones, but I remember them being
Yeah.
gray specifically
Yes.
because I would like peel the outside
Yes.
off and just look at it, and I felt like it looked wrong.
They were really ugly.
Yeah,
They could have made
like,
them cuter.
They smelled really good, but
Yeah.
they were ugly.
You like didn't even want to use it because
Yeah.
yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever have that situation where like someone would be like, "Oh, smell this" as a kid, and then they'd like jam it into your face? Like I remember a kid like shoving something up my nose once, and I think that was it for me on like scented
No.
sticks.
Oh, you
No,
I
never
don't
smell
think
it
that
through
was.
the
bullied.
Yeah, I don't know if that's
Yeah.
universal.
I think you were bullied.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, everyone was just joke.
My friends were just joking around.
Can we take 5? Yeah.
I feel like the best artificial fruit flavor is cherry.
I agree.
Just say it.
The worst
Yeah.
is grape.
Oh,
For sure.
I was
The
gonna
worst
say
is
I like
grape.
grape, and I
A
know that's
banana.
problematic.
Aaron, I know they make fun of you, but I see you.
What did you say?
Stinko
I was
pencils.
gonna say grape.
Grape?
and I know
Grape is
that-
the best?
I know that's problematic, but it tastes like cough medicine.
Grape
And
is
you like that?
scientifically
Good
the
way.
best one.
I do like grape, but I would always cherry if I had to choose. It would always be cherry.
Ian, do you have anything to say?
Just double fisting mics right now. Yeah. Banana can go to hell.
Oh,
What's the best?
I agree with
what are you
that.
talking about?
I
That's
do agree with
crazy.
that.
Grapes and
What's the
bananas are
best?
so good.
The best strawberry.
Okay.
Okay,
That's pretty
that's a
basic.
I think
though.
that's fair.
That's
That's like a
pretty safe.
safe.
And
very
so the
basic.
council has decided that with our commonalities of strawberry, we will unite. In German, that's Erdbeeren, which is earth berries. So that works.
Whoa.
It is the whole earth
But
unites
isn't a
around that
strawberry
berry.
not even a berry?
Yeah.
What?
It's a
Oh
pumpkin.
yeah, because like the
Oh, the
the
seeds.
seeds on the outside, right?
Not that fruit isn't exciting, but back to the topic of the episode. I'm curious. Is there anything that you believed as a kid that like you're like, why did I think that?
Oh my god, I feel like that's my whole childhood. I don't know, like.
Oh, I thought humanity was going in a positive direction.
No. I was
The
such an anxious kid. I mean, I'm an anxious adult too,
Mhm.
so like nothing's really changed. But probably like the whole wind thing. Oh my god.
Just a
Yeah,
wind.
just all wind thing, and then probably I hope I can talk about this.
Go for it.
Go for it.
You
Okay.
can always cut it if you don't. like it.
For the longest time, because like education is like not a thing,
Mhm.
I literally thought that sex was just like when you lay on top of each other.
That's so funny.
Like I did not realize that
Yeah.
anything else happened for the longest
That's how
time.
it works.
I mean, that is how it works.
Yeah.
But
Just
yeah,
no movement.
no movement, just,
Just
like,
touch.
I mean, yeah, sex
Sexually
is like
active? No. Sexually passive, actually. Thank
sex
you.
is like a heated weighted blanket.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Great.
Duh.
That's how they do it in Sims too. So like I get how you could get this
Exactly.
Yeah.
Spider-Man's
exactly.
wrestling.
Like what are
but
they
they're
doing
not
under the
hurting each
blankets?
other.
And like why are rose petals flying everywhere? It was confusing.
Exactly. There's nothing else that happens, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't look it up.
Don't look. Don't look it up.
Whatever you do, don't take your family's dictionary and look up the word sex. Which I did as a kid.
Wow, did you learn anything?
Yeah, what it was. It was just a dude going like, "Nice, dude." It was like, "No, if you made it here, you've unlocked the next stage of your awkward teenage years. Turn to
Oh,
page
yeah.
69 to continue." No, I remember asking my dad when I was like 4 or 5 years old, like, "Hey, what's the difference between boys and girls?" And he was like, "Well, what do you think it is?" And I was like,
You're
Yeah,
like, one's
right?
masculine,
Thanks,
one's feminine. Done.
He's like, "Gender's a spectrum." I was like, I was like, "Girls have long hair and boys have short hair," and he was like, "No." And he talked about, the more anatomical specifics. And I was like, actually, with gender versus sex assigned at birth, I was not crazy far off. Sometimes, kind of. Like, I
Yeah, because you were
was.
thinking
Yeah.
about sex as gender.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I will say that one of my childhood fears was talking about sex with my mom. That was
That's so
scary.
fair.
I was scared of that.
I
Every
feel like I'm still
afternoon, like
scared of that,
clockwork.
to be
Yeah.
honest, I'm like, it's like no one needs to know.
I'm good now. I don't care now. But as a kid, I was just like I wouldn't even curse around my mom. I'd be like so
Yeah.
scared that I don't know.
Oh, you just mean the idea of like, oh, I met this nice person, and like, because I thought you meant like conversationally, of just like,
That too.
so what do you think about it?
That too.
What are your hot
Yeah.
takes?
Yeah, what do you think about? Did you like? Did
Yeah.
Did you have it before?
I remember when I was seeing this girl and I was a teenager, my mom was like, so, and I was like, oh no, it's happening. And she was like, just so you know, you should use protection. I was like, okay, yes. And then like, we didn't have any more conversation about it after that. It was great. I got out of it.
Then you put on a mech suit of armor, and you're
Yeah.
like way ahead of you,
Bro knows what
fully
a mech suit is.
protected.
So you guys like knew before you had the talk.
I
what?
definitely did.
Like I knew it was
Yes.
coming.
Yeah. No, like you knew what it was.
Like
Oh,
sex.
yeah.
Like you didn't find out from your parents.
Yeah, I didn't have to talk till I was 16, so I hope I knew.
Yeah.
Like I
We
went to
had the
public
internet.
school.
Right.
Yeah.
We did plenty of research.
Right.
Yeah, I told you I went to BOOBS.com when I was
Right.
12.
It spells Penn
Right.
Island. I had the talk from my parents because I remember like it getting to be like early teens, like not early teens, like preteens, where it's like maybe you're about to have that conversation. And I mentioned to a friend who was like 1 year older that I didn't know what it was, and he was like, "Oh, want me to tell you?" And I was like, "No, I actually think generally you're supposed to have that talk with your parents." And he was like, "Okay." And so I went home and I was just like, "Hey, what is that?" And then they were like, "Okay, well, if you're old enough to ask, you're old enough to know." And so
That's
then I had
so
the talk.
wholesome.
That's actually
I
that's
think-
really good.
Dog, I think I'm just autistic. No, actually, I think it's not
That's
supposed
fair.
to.
I was gonna be like, damn, they really raised you to
Yeah.
like, be so upfront.
They
Well,
have
they-
open
honest.
like
They did.
relationship.
They did, and that was how it went. But I look back and I'm like, oh, I think I would have rebelled against that if I weren't like, oh, that's the way things are supposed to be.
Right.
And there you go. Like,
That's
Ian,
crazy.
What was your experience with the talk?
yeah, you had it before or what?
Well, I can't remember specifically the talk, but I do remember, and you know this story, when I tried to show my mom a website, and this was very early on in having the internet, and I typed it wrong and it went to a porn site. And so like one of the first times, and I think possibly the first time that I saw another woman's breasts
Whoa.
exposed
Was with your mom?
was
Say
with my
another.
mom standing right next to me, and I went to the website. This picture loads of this naked woman, and I was like, this is not the website. This is not the website." And she was like, "Uh-huh."
Yeah. You should have just leaned into it and been like,
Crazy.
what do you think?
And then
Thoughts?
later on, because I was in high school, I think, and then later on that night, I went back there.
That's
You
That's
made the
crazy.
same mistake twice?
No, well,
Yeah.
without her there.
You accidentally typed it wrong twice?
Oh yeah. Oops. Oh gosh, dang it. Oh yeah, I did it wrong again. Every day for the past 2 weeks.
Actually, I will say, like, with Neopets, this is going somewhere, I promise. There was like a puzzle game, and my friend had told me, like, no, you can look up the like solution to the puzzle to get a bunch of points like racked up really quickly. And I was like, great. And they were like, here's the website. And the website was legit, but there was like a banner ad that featured like 9 times out of 10 a naked lady. And so I was just like, gotta do this puzzle again. I guess it's puzzle time. Like, here I go. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Ash, have you ever accidentally watched porn with your parents?
Gladly no.
Okay.
And I like to keep it
congratulations.
that way.
Yeah, you should keep it that way. I
Yeah.
highly recommend you keep it that way.
But like it's a good story. It's like good lore.
Yeah.
Do you remember when you had the talk properly?
I probably was about 12, I think, 11, 12-ish.
Mhm.
I feel like that's a fair time cuz
Yeah.
again, like I went to public school, so like I
Right.
heard about it,
Right.
but I was like too afraid to ask anything.
Yeah.
So eventually I brought it up to my mom, and I was just like, "Hey, so what are all the kids talking about? Like I'm so confused."
Fair.
Yeah.
It was time to know.
It was time to know.
Yeah.
And like was my mom ready to let me know? I don't know. Like she's that type. Like she wasn't really strict, but she definitely wasn't like wild and spirited.
Yeah. Did she
You know what
give
I
you
mean?
like just a brief?
Very brief.
Brief
Very
lesson.
just like this happens and this happens and this could happen.
And she's like, and I
Yeah,
gotta
that
go
was-
now. Bye.
Like,
That was kind of mine. It was very like a mechanical, like, well, you see.
yes.
This
when a,
is
when a
this.
man loves a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was it. And that was fine. I like
That's all
it that
you
way.
needed.
Yeah. And I keep
Yeah.
it that way. That's fine.
Mm-hmm. And you've never talked about it since.
Nope. Nope. As far as she knows,
Yep.
Holy Spirit.
Uh-huh.
It has to be so scary to be like a parent and your kid come to you and be like, give me the talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, haven't you accidentally clicked on a weird website before? Come on.
Don't you know already?
Yeah.
If I ever have a kid and they'll be like, "What's sex?" I'm like, let me just pull up like a Hank Green video.
Hi,
or something.
Vsauce. Michael here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll pull up a Vsauce video. Like if I can get Vsauce to explain sex,
Yeah.
I feel like that would just be better.
That's
for,
fair.
for everyone.
That's fair.
Behind a paywall, though, and like rightfully so, but like,
That's fair. My mom had to pull up like diagrams and tutorials because I had already like known, but I was so scared that I was gonna get in trouble if she like knew that I knew. So I pretended like I was really
Oh.
Oh,
confused.
that's funny.
To the point where she like thought I was dumb because she was like, "How are you not getting?"
And
it?"
you're just like,
it's-
why?
I'm like, I don't
Why?
get it. But yeah, I played dumb, so she had to pull up diagrams and
good.
pictures. So that
Actually,
was
I think
awesome.
everyone should play dumb with their parents so that it embarrasses their parents more than the child.
Yeah, no, she was really mad when she found out that I already knew. She was like,
Oh,
"Why did you do
how did she find out?
Because I told her.
You let
Oh.
that slip.
Like a few years later, I was like, "I already knew."
Oh.
Because at that point, it's funny.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So like obviously if you have kids in the room, probably they're not here already, but boot them out. I remember being like way too young to like again my family's vibe was like if you're old enough to ask, you're old enough to know. So I was like 4 when I went up to my dad and I was like, "Hey Dad, Santa Claus real?" And he's like, "No." And I'm like, "Tooth Fairy, Easter Bunny?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "Okay." And I just like walk away. My mom gets home from whatever she's doing, and I like walk up to her. And I'm like, "Hey, guess what? I just learned Santa's not real." And she's like, she's like shooting daggers at my dad with her eyes. And she was just for the next like few years, she sort of made me pretend that I like didn't know.
She made
Like,
you pretend that you did not.
yeah, if it was like present time, it'd be like, "Okay, kids, dinner's over. Time to go upstairs and play around, and we'll hope no one sneaks by while I'm in the bathroom." You'll never believe it. He did.
Whoa.
Wow.
Every time. My sister, who's like 7 years my senior, was like, "You know, she's doing this for you." I'm like, "Dog, I already know too. Like, it's not my fault."
Was anyone scared of those holiday myths?
No.
Like of Santa or the Tooth Fairy breaking into your house?
I mean, the concept of it is kind of weird, like to teach to kids.
It is really weird to say like someone's gonna take your teeth.
Yeah, like they
something
collect
weird.
it.
Yeah, I'm like,
weird.
what are you doing with my teeth, bro?
I'm so sorry we didn't offer you any vanilla.
Okay,
milk.
I'm so happy you bring this up because I'm very curious.
you want
about
some
it.
vanilla milk?
Can I have a sip?
You can have a sip of mine. If
Okay,
You
That's-
want
if
the
you're down.
lukewarm oat vanilla?
let's see. Okay,
No.
can I get a drum roll?
Yeah.
I bet it's better cold. I will say.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's got to
But
be intentionally
you know
warm if
what?
it's going to be warm.
Overall, like it's not bad.
On the bottom too.
No, I got a little bit. I
Okay,
did get a little
okay.
bit.
It's like one of those shrimp on the bottom yogurts.
You know what? It's not bad. Like it kind of reminds me of milkshake a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad.
That's what he
I think I would do it.
Hey, thank you.
Wow. See, you are worthy.
Thanks. I get. I'm gonna chase my dreams.
You could be anything you want now that you know you can make all of us vanilla milk.
I'm gonna be a criminal.
Yeah, go do it.
I'm gonna do crime. I'm
Yeah?
gonna embezzle milk from the earth.
Where can they find you, Ash?
So you can find me on youtube.com/yourinternetmomash. You can also find me on Twitter and Instagram at Ashley Ippolito, IPPOLITO.
Boom.
It's really fun. I promise I'm a good time.
Well, thank you so much for dropping in.
Thank you so much. This was a surprise to me.
It was a surprise to all of us.
Yeah, I was just coming in to say, hey. I was like, do you want to come in? I said, sure. Okay. I
Yeah.
look cute, so why not?
You had some milk.
There
I
you
got
go.
milk.
Now fly in the fears.
I got fame. It's a great time. Great time.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we got through all of our topics. Is there
Mhm.
anything silly, random, goofy that you guys want to talk about right now?
It's 100 degrees in
We
this
can also
room.
just like check in. Like, how is everyone like mental health wise? Like, how you guys doing?
My mental health is it's pretty good.
Oh,
You know, the issue is like ever since the time change, I keep waking up before 6 a.m., which I think is bullshit.
yeah.
But it is nice to be able to see the sunrise every morning.
Yeah,
So that's
you don't
pretty
like waking up before sunrise? That sounds great. I love that.
cool. I like when there's light coming into my room and I'm like, so that's nice. But if it's like before that and I'm trying to go back to sleep and then the sun starts rising and the light comes into my room, I'm like,
Yeah, you got to get like
So-
an eye mask.
yeah.
Mm.
I don't like how eye masks like adhere to your face.
That's fair.
So
You got to take out your eyes.
Yeah.
what I've done, I picked up this trick from my friend, is I just keep a long sleeve shirt on my bed and I just drape the
That's-
sleeve over my face. It's so much better than an eye mask.
Ian,
Are
I'm
you
glad
sure?
you're sitting down because I'm about to tell you about curtains. So curtains are sick.
I have curtains, but light still gets through,
Okay.
my dude.
And when you keep a long sleeve shirt next to you on the bed, it feels like someone's kind of there with you.
Right. Because you want someone to
Oh.
like just.
Yeah, but you
That's
know,
so
hey,
intimate.
nine's a crowd.
Well, I'm happy you're happy.
I didn't say that,
Oh. I'm happy you're
but
Okay.
I'm mostly well rested.
okay.
That's good.
And yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing well. I literally can't say anything else except I'm doing well.
You got a new piercing or 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Got lots of new fun stuff, lots of new painful stuff. It was a good time.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
Was the cheek painful? You said they
Yeah.
poke a hole of your skin out. Right?
They use this tool.
I was
Like
just
a hole
vomited
punch,
up
right?
my milk.
they use this tool with like a little hole and it like a hole punch. Right
As a leather
out.
craftsman, I know exactly what. That's
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. You're like, there's usually grommets that go in there.
Yes, Wallace's.
Wallace's and grommets. Yeah. Do people know there used to be a leather worker?
Leather craftsman. Before Smosh, yeah, that was my like part-time job. I made like collars and harnesses for a leather shop. I also got a new tattoo. It's just like one day fresh. Like my sleeve is finally finished.
Nice.
If you want to see it, you have to go to his Instagram.
Right.
Yeah, so sorry.
He won't
weeks
show it
ago.
here.
Exclusive
He won't
content.
show it
It
here.
just needs to. It's
No.
a little like scuffed, like in terms of like, oh, it's
Yeah.
under a bandage and a little like icky. Also, I had some like new anime stuff premiere, which is cool.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can you say the names?
Yeah, Ranma Half, or people call it like Ranma 1/2. It was like a really popular one in the 80s that they remade, and
Mm.
I play a fun character that I like a lot. So
Sick.
yeah,
Is that the one with the tool that you told me about earlier?
yeah, the umbrella.
The umbrella?
Mm.
Yeah.
Whoa. Why'd you refer to it as a tool?
Because I didn't want to spoil it
Now
if it
you're
was
gonna spoil
if it was something special.
Now
that you
you
couldn't
got-
say.
You
Yeah.
did a voice in Delicious in Dungeon, right?
Yeah,
That's a pretty big one, right?
yeah. thanks.
Aren't they
Is it
all?
coming back for more?
They did announce a season 2. Yes.
Oh.
Dude, I've-
it's nothing else beyond there being a season 2 is confirmed though. So.
Oh.
I've loved how the games channel has had you come in to do a whole bunch of voiceovers for stuff like the
Yeah.
the,
Or that there was Smosh Main, Bit City. had
oh
it.
yeah,
Oh,
and Bit
yeah.
City
Oh,
as
yeah.
well. You've been doing a whole bunch of voiceover stuff. I
Mhm.
love that you've been
Yeah.
able to pull up with more of your voiceover work.
That's been fun. Yeah, I've been stoked to do that. It's funny because doing more conventions lately, like
Mhm.
obviously, like a lot of people would know me from Smosh, and then some people only knew me from the voice acting stuff. Believe it or not.
yeah.
And this is a time where people
I
start to
believe
go
it.
like, "Oh, did that guy? You're the one that
You're the
does that?"
same guy.
Yeah, so it's pretty fun.
That's fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Life's good.
How are you, Erin? You
I have an announcement, and I think you guys are going to be proud of me.
Should I be sitting?
Wait. Should we take guesses?
Oh wait, should we turn on the AC for this?
Take a guess.
We're not turning the AC on, Damien.
Oh, what's up? Okay.
You should guess. I don't think you're going to guess it.
Oh,
It's-
you try. You're on a new antidepressant.
I am on one. Well, just a one. Yeah. That is related to it, though.
Oh,
You're close.
You are not depressed for the first time in X amount of years.
Well, like kind of, like still a little bit, but not yet. That's not
Okay.
what I'm going to say.
Oh,
Damien, your turn.
close.
You
I got another guess after him.
go
Okay.
for
I'm
it,
gonna let
please.
him- no, I'm
Go.
gonna let him go first.
You bet somebody that you could eat an entire fried acorn squash in one go,
Damn.
and they said
Whoa.
nuh-uh, and then you did.
How close is he?
How close is he on that?
I have never heard of an acorn squash.
Oh.
It's a generational thing. Gen Z. doesn't
Yeah,
know
Right,
it.
yeah,
right,
they
right,
just don't
right,
know.
right,
Like
right. They don't know their
acorn
season.
squashes, honestly,
Right.
fell off.
You were
after,
too busy
Right.
playing
yeah.
Neopets.
Right.
You have a therapist that isn't gonna fire you.
Your therapist can't fire you. They
Oh.
can just
I
break
thought-
up with you.
Right. Okay. But did you get a good therapist?
I did get a new therapist. We have not broken up yet,
Oh,
but we've only
good.
met twice. So,
Okay.
and I got a psychiatrist, but that's how you get antidepressants. if
Right.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Any more guesses, or do you want me to reveal?
Reveal.
Okay, so the antidepressants kicked in, and I'm no longer attracted to TikTok boys.
Let's go.
And they
Ew.
see their
Yep.
hero save us.
They like
That's awesome.
immediately give me the ick now.
Wow.
great.
Turns out I was just like sad.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa. Is that the cure for anyone watching right now? That's
Yeah, if
wondering?
you are attracted to TikTok boys, go get on Wellbutrin.
Well,
I loved Wellbutrin. I am one of the like. Sorry.
Yes, no, there's so many people in the office that love Wellbutrin.
And I am
Oh,
the
yeah.
biggest
honestly,
proponent.
like
I
we
can't
should
do
do
it
an ad
though.
for them.
I am
Why?
one of the like 1 in 100,000 people that it gave me like terrible hives and I had like an allergic reaction.
Oh,
So for 1
no.
week I was like, wow, is this how everyone feels all the time? And then my body was like, and I just
Wow.
like, couldn't survive. So now I'm on a different one and I haven't taken my ADHD meds in 2 weeks because it's helping with the facial tics to not do that.
Nice.
But I'm happy for your thing.
Thanks.
so
Yeah.
you're a Welby.
Yes.
You're a
Sorry,
wallaby.
that took me a second.
What's
Sorry,
a
I'm just-
Welby?
I'm
It's
just-
Wellbutrin.
I don't know.
I'm just
What's a
making up a
Welby?
nickname
Yeah.
for people that take
Yeah.
Wellbutrin.
There's a lot of Wellbees in this building.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
We don't endorse any specific
Right, of course not.
antidepressant. By the way, speak to professionals.
Fluvoxamine, air.
Fluvoxamine.
Represent.
Okay.
I've never been on any of these, so people say the names like I should know what they are.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
this is the first
Or,
one
I'm
I've
on
ever
this
been
thing.
on.
I'm like,
You're
what's that?
kind of like in a
That's rare.
special club when you take antidepressants because people always talk about like,
Yeah.
oh, you're like oh yeah, I tried this one. And like it's
Mm.
kind of like people talking about like cars that they drive. I haven't tried those either.
Yeah.
Haven't tried antidepressants.
Yeah.
Well, if you're ever wondering, like, oh, is it just depression making my life bad? you like take it and then you're like, oh, it was. So if you feel
That's
that way.
awesome.
Do you guys want to do your little jingle?
Yeah.
You want to guess their jingle as they sing it and sing it with them?
Are you gonna act like I've never seen this show before?
Have you? Most other cast members haven't.
Wow. What's that like? Come on, guys. Let's all sing the jingle together. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3.
Finding you two questions. Finding you two questions.
You did not know what you were saying.
What?
You did not know what you were
I
saying.
was trying to match your notes. Go on. 3, 2, 1. Watch, I'll close my eyes. 3, 2, 1. Lunchtime with Smosh. Yeah, it's time for lunch with Smosh.
My eyes were closed. I couldn't tell if Ian was saying that or... Yeah, you said that, right? Because that was what we normally say.
Yeah, that's what we normally sing.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Wow, you got it, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I have seen the show. I didn't make it that far.
No, it's fair. Most people don't.
Yeah,
Hey, and we've never had an honest person on the show.
This
that's
is-
so true.
This is like, yeah, nobody makes it this far in these podcasts, which is
Yeah.
why I save most of my really, really bad takes for the end.
Yeah. You should go. You should, if you're still watching, go back. And if you haven't before, watch past the 3-minute mark.
Yeah.
It gets really messed up.
It's
Yeah.
amazing I haven't been canceled yet because
Right,
like
and I've always said
all
that,
the
and
things.
I've
Well, the
always said
retention
that.
rate for the first minute is pretty good, and then it's just it's
Yeah.
like 1% after the first.
That's by design, so I could get out everything that I need
Right.
to get out. At
yeah.
the end.
After the first like 180 seconds.
You
yeah.
need to mix it into the mid rolls where you're like, this is brought to you by Rocket Money. I actually think all birds should be put on a boat that's sunk. And then like, you're like, thanks again, Rocket Money, for.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Just
'Cause
putting,
they
putting the worst take in between two ad reads. Ooh, we should start doing that.
See if we could get away with it.
I think
Let 'em
Ian
cook.
specifically is going to be excited about this question.
Great.
Is it about cars?
This is from @EpicPotato RT6X.
Finally.
What is your favorite natural disaster?
Oh.
Event that happened or
Is
type?
it a specific? Yeah, a specific instance.
It's open to your interpretation.
Okay. You can't say Challenger explosion.
Yeah, he already said that.
That's
Yeah.
not natural.
Well,
I did that.
I wish I could. I wish I could say the Halifax explosion, but that was not natural.
I have one, if that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, go for it.
I've never heard of specific instances of this happening, and it's a pretty like messed up thing. So please don't take this in any specific way of like
Mhm.
it tied to an actual event. But there are those certain lakes that are like at the bottom of like a valley basin that for whatever reason collect and like release carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide so that like there's no oxygen when you're walking toward it. So it's the kind of thing where like by the time you get to the lake and you realize like, oh, I haven't had a good breath of air in like a long time. Like you just go there and everything is just like dead on the ground. It's like, why?
Oh,
is
like a bog.
Yeah, it's like a phantom like spooky bog. And there's brine oceans or brine lakes at the bottom of oceans that are like separate
Whoa.
oceans at the
Oh, I
bottom of
have seen
oceans.
those.
So you can start to feel like lightheaded by the time you get there because there's little oxygen in the air.
Yeah, it's like it's like the carbon dioxide or whatever it is like so heavy and so
Whoa.
dense and so plentiful that like the oxygen is not there for you to breathe. So you're fully just in a non-oxygenated area, but you
Whoa.
have no idea. And I think that's real spooky, and I think that's where cool legends come from,
Okay.
where they're like, this lake is cursed.
Yeah.
I think Pompeii is.
I
Pretty,
was gonna say Pompeii.
Yeah, Pompeii's
I
pretty
was gonna say
sick.
Pompeii,
Yeah.
that's why I did
Just
it.
because
Yeah.
it like froze. It
It
preserved like this like time capsule of what life was
Yeah.
in that time.
Yeah,
and then
apparently
they, like-
people were screaming all the time and like in the streets. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all saying, lava.
Ah! And that was like
Because like
everyday
isn't
life.
that,
Everyone
didn't they
was like,
didn't they like I feel like they just this I don't know if this is I don't remember now if this is Pompeii, but I think it was. But they found that like they essentially had restaurants that were kind of like Chipotle,
What?
where they had like they had like this table with these like holes in it, and they're like, we think that like they put the food in here and it would be like heated from the bottom.
So you're saying
I-
Pompeii
and
had
you would-
Chipotle?
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
You could just call it a buffet. You could just call it a
Cameron's-
buffet.
I
Cameron's
want
nodding,
so
yes.
badly anthropologists
No,
to be wrong
Chipotle
about
started
some
that.
stuff. I want people to be like, like the craziest inventor dude in your neighborhood is just like, oh, that guy's kind of nuts, stay away from him. And we find it years later. We're like, oh yeah, these holes have different like items in them. And then you can get spanakopita and they have like grape leaves there. It's like, no, this guy's just like, I invented the septuple toilet. Everybody shits and there's 7 of you. And like, that's what we find. We're like, yes, we think it was a food distribution.
I also like how instead of them saying, or wherever you learned this, instead of them saying, oh, they had buffet style setups for food, they called it a Chipotle.
Right.
Chipotle is the best way to describe it. They gotta get in go before that pyroclastic flow hits.
I was
them,
going
you
to say
know?
pyroclastic flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it to go before the pyroclastic flow.
That should be right on there.
Chipompe.
Chipompe. I was trying to think of. I was trying to think of the
Pyroclastic
quote.
flow.
Yeah.
That's the shirt. That's how you
Good.
get everybody to watch this.
That's true.
Chipompe.
Chipompe.
Can we sell that shirt?
Pyroclastic flow.
I don't know.
good.
Talk to Mallory.
Dude,
Get it to go before the
it's
pyroclastic
good,
flow.
good branding.
Damn.
Okay, next question. Comes from @Rockstar Coffee. Would you rather have 5-year-old Anthony or 5 Anthonys?
5 Anthonys.
5
Sorry.
Anthonys.
That's-
No question.
that's-
Interesting. I would have said 5-year-old Anthony.
Why?
I don't know.
I want to know why to all these answers.
Do you want to like take care of them or something?
No, like we could like use it for content and it'd be okay. Cause
Use it?
But
we have
Use it?
his pronouns are he, him.
Yeah, at least say use him.
Yeah.
Use
It-
him like an object.
No, now they're gonna hate.
He
on
is a
me. Now they're
human.
gonna hate on me in the comments.
He is a human. He is 5 years old, but that still means he's human.
They won't tell you this though. The Industrial Revolution was lit. These kids all the time, like, yeah, their fingers can get in the gears that are
Yeah.
punked up with all the other kids.
Who
that
else
fell
is
in,
gonna do
but
it?
They're also there to boost morale, and that's what a 5-year-old Anthony would do.
Wow.
Yeah.
So wait, you're saying that we're gonna use 5-year-old Anthony to get his little child fingers into?
Well, no, this is not Industrial Revolution era London.
Okay, got it.
But I'm just saying, like, there's got to be something Tim can't do.
That's true.
Like,
True.
you want me to connect these lines, mister? And then zap, 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 and then no
Yeah.
more 5-year-old Anthony.
That's
And
how
he
I
could
talked
sleep-
when I was 5 too.
Oi!
He
Yeah.
could sleep in the little server room too. It's nice and warm in there.
Why do you want 5 of me, bro?
I mean, there's so much you could do with 5 Anthony.
What are you gonna do with?
A lot more than a 5-year-old Anthony.
I just think like current Anthony like wouldn't want to be selfish enough to like have 5 versions of himself. Like that would be taking up way too much space. And so I
Yeah.
was thinking about what current Anthony.
Yeah,
would
you're
want.
right. I don't want to take up too much space.
Yeah.
5 of me is too much.
Yeah.
Here's my thought, Anthony.
Yeah?
You're a very fit individual. 5
Sure.
Anthony adults,
Okay.
5 hamster wheels. You want to power this
Right.
entire studio for
Wow.
basically free?
True.
Yeah.
4
I
hamster wheels.
don't know how good I am at long distance, and I don't know how good I am at running
That's
long
enough
distance
talk out of you.
with
Round.
rounded surfaces.
You can take
Yeah.
tips.
Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
5 Anthonys
Mm.
coming on Christmas time. We attach 5 Anthonys to a sleigh.
This I'm into.
Be pretty funny.
I'm into that.
Okay.
So it's kind of like Santa and his reindeer,
Yeah. I'm
But it's
into
all-
that.
Except
but it's
it's
Anthony.
just different. Yeah. And there's
Yeah.
no Santa.
Am I wearing clothes?
I bet he could pull pretty hard. Yeah, you're clothed,
Okay.
Wait.
but only but not that much.
But one of you, we pinch your nose real hard, and then we let go later. We find Tim Allen. We kill Tim Allen.
Okay, good.
Ian,
Yeah.
you're the new Tim Allen.
Oh,
We just wrote a
okay.
really good movie.
Sure.
Five Anthonys and an Ian,
And a baby and a funeral and a pizza place.
and a Santa and a sled and a reindeer and a half-clothed man.
Mahu, mahu.
Well, no, we didn't say half clothed.
Oh.
Said clothed where it's important.
Bare back, bare butt, Ian.
Yeah, Mike Tyson style.
@Sean Charon 3332. Is there anything you miss about Sacramento?
Ooh.
Family.
Ooh.
That's it.
Aw. Now I have to say that.
No, you don't.
No, because if I say,
Be different.
because if
Don't
I say
follow the
like,
crowd.
oh, like Adalberto's, the Mexican
That
restaurant,
implies you miss it more
like,
than your family.
yeah. So now I can't say, but I do, but yeah, we don't have San Diego style Mexican food in LA,
You don't miss your family.
but
That was what you
strangely Sacramento does, which is
Interesting.
much further away from San Diego. But
Interesting.
yeah, so I miss big fat burritos.
said. More than your mom.
And what do you miss about?
I didn't say more than my mom. I miss my family. Just let it be clear. I miss my family. Okay, Damien.
Probably Adalberto's and Ian's mom. Erin, where can people find you?
Here and nowhere else.
I miss Ian's mom more than Ian misses his mom.
I have a really good photo of Ian's mom when we shot Food Battle, like longingly looking at you. I think I've showed you before. I'll show you it after this. We can pop it up on the screen. It's been in
Looking at Ian like, wow, I'm
no,
proud.
looking at you.
At me?
Yeah, like she's so proud of you.
It's typical.
Ian, why is your mom looking at me?
Typical that she's proud of you.
Yeah, I'll show you after.
Wow. Cursed.
Okay. Well, thank you guys so much. Thank you, Damien.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I love the work you guys do here. This is a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Of course.
That seemed sarcastic, but
You can find me at Damien Haas on all socials, including Twitch. I'm also on Blue Sky now.
and you can see his full tattoo there.
You can see the full tattoo. Watch Delicious in Dungeon and Ron My Half on Netflix now, as well as My Happy Marriage on Netflix now.
Yeah. And you can also find Damien on Smosh Pit and Smosh Games and Smosh Main and SmoshCast and Anthony Padilla.
In your house and under the floorboards and yelling at you through your car exhaust. And when you think you're having a dream, it's really me on your bed spitting Teddy Grahams into your mouth from a distance.
What do you guys think of the Pfeffernusse? Have another. Is that good,
I'm
yeah?
okay. I'm good. I still have a little bit right here. See.
Everyone, send a picture of your vanilla milk, and we'll the best vanilla milk will win
Bye.
our adoration. Love you. Bye.
Love you.
I don't know. I guess I shouldn't commit.
Oh, I wonder why there's a parasocial thing going on.